Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep a really short, simple video around just setting up the foundation to your online presence. Now, I will always say this. I am not a social media expert. I am not a online present expert. I'm sharing with you from the experience and background of someone who actually did not exist online just probably 4 or 5 years ago. Literally didn't even have profiles, didn't have accounts, never posted before in their lives. I know this probably ages me a little bit, but I want to use my personal example as a real life example for anyone watching this, right? So this isn't about guru stuff. This isn't like, here's how you go do a bajillion deals online. This is to emphasize the importance of what having an online presence can do for us, and having just a basic foundation built out in just a matter of few weeks of simple things that we will do that don't cost us any money, are not formal, doesn't take any professional equipment, doesn't take spending money, having professional videos made, going somewhere and doing them. Just doing these basics will change the pillar of this in your business, because you got to think about what we do online. Online presence is absolutely important. Our clients, this is where the consumers are. Okay. So they are seeing us online, they are looking us up online. And think about this: if you don't have a presence online, what do you think that does to when they look at you and look at your competitor going, am I going to get the most relevant marketing exposure possible? Right? Obviously that goes against us. So you need to have at least a foundation. It doesn't need to be anything. You don't need to be the social media expert. You don't need to have like all this crazy YouTube. You just need to have a presence and a foundation, which I'm going to touch on. Okay. The second part to this is, you got to think about what we're able to do online today is so valuable because, one, it's free, evergreen marketing forever. It's content that's out there forever. It will always be there. It can always be consumed. It compounds over time, and it can always keep giving back. So though it's not, okay, I do this, I'm going to go get a return from it from clients. That's not the point, right? It's that people are going to look us up. Our online exposure is our online resume. And over time, as this keeps compounding, this is content and free marketing and free value and information that is out there that will start to compound and bring us value back into our business. Absolutely. So, just on a basic scale, I'm going to just share a couple of things. I actually have a walkthrough document that goes hand in hand in this. But I figure I'll make a video to go alongside it. And so, just looking at my notes here, just some of the basic things that I would set up if you're starting out. I would make sure I have these 6 profiles, right? And some of you guys might have half of these, you might have all of these, you might have more of these. Great, especially some in the younger generation. They're on some of the newer platforms. Awesome. To me, these are the most important that everyone should be on. So we should be on Instagram, we should be on Facebook, we should be on LinkedIn, we should have a Google My Business page, absolutely, and we should also have a YouTube account. Okay, so sorry, that was 5. So those are the 5 that I would emphasize that everyone should be on, just as a foundation. If you're someone on TikTok and all the other things that I don't even know about, again, I am not a social media expert. Awesome. The more, the better, probably, sure. I like to keep it really, really simple. Okay. And then just the basics on your profiles. I'm going to give you guys an example when I share screens. Everything should be universal. Okay. Our headshot should be the same across all platforms. We need to make it very easy for the consumer to find us, right? Our name should be very clear and simple across all platforms. Some of us, when we created our profiles originally, our usernames or the way we show up is like numbers and letters and underscores and things that aren't our name. So when someone is trying to find you, they're not going to be able to look you up, right? And so you need to be in there as your name. If there's a little extra added to it, cool. But it shouldn't be like the things that are completely irrelevant of you. They're not going to be able to find you. And then the next thing is your bio should be kind of very clear and very simple. I would kind of keep it the same across all profiles. But again, they need to know that you're in real estate. Okay. So those are just kind of 3 very basic setup things to kind of clean up your social media. It should be easy for them to find you. Not that they pull it up and like, there's a little icon on there. I'm searching for somebody. There's like 8 people in the picture. I can't see it. It's really far away. It's at a venue. What does that mean? Just use your headshot or use a really nice picture. Any picture, keep it the same. That is your brand, is you, your face, your name. Everyone should be able to find you. Okay. The next thing that I'll touch on is personal versus a business profile. This comes up a lot with like Facebook, with Instagram. Here's my opinion. Okay. To each their own. This is a personal preference across the board. I'm just going to give you what I heavily advise towards because, again, I'm about keeping it simple. I'm not going to sit there and update multiple accounts, first of all. Second of all, I believe strongly that the consumer is interested in doing business with you, right? They don't want to. You guys have all seen this when we hire people, hire companies out there, and you go onto someone's profile because they don't use social media, they know how to use it. And it's just got like 18 blocks that look exactly the same that say like just listed, just sold, just sold, just listed, just sold, open house, just listed. And that's their history. No one cares. That's not interesting. Nobody's looking at that. That is not what a consumer needs. That is not what putting, content online means. That doesn't work. It doesn't matter. When you open up someone's profile and you see that, it doesn't matter. Okay. People want to see you. You are the brand. They want to do business with you. They want to be with people. They want to do business with people that are like them. That's what's interesting. They want to see your real life. So I'm a big, big, big promoter of keep it all the same. Do not separate and create two accounts. You want them seeing your real life, real world activities. I'm at this sports event, I'm traveling, the holidays with my kids, whatever it is in real life. People want to see you, and then they're also seeing that you're in real estate. Right. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm at the beach doing this. I was just running, and doing this. I was at this amazing restaurant in town. Oh, and I just help these clients do this, right? And I've got a client testimonial. And then here's what happened with my dog. I'm just using basic examples of real life. That's what's interesting to people. They want to see what's going on with you. And now here's the rule of thumb that I was taught by the people that helped me go, hey, Michelle, clean up your profiles. No one can see you. No one can find you. You want to do these basics. And then here's the flow. It's the rule of thirds. 1/3 of what you post should be about real estate, right? And I'll touch on some of the real estate content in a second because that's usually the hard one. What should I post about real estate? But 1/3 should be about us, our business, our real estate, what's relevant, what the consumer wants to see. We are in the real estate business, right? Another third should be about us. This is just our real life with our kids, with our dogs, travel, just real world things. That's what people want to see. They want to see you, real life stuff. And then the third thing should be what's your thing? Right? For me, it's training. I'm a very active, avid trainer, 7 days a week. That's my thing. Some people, it's their pet. Some people, it's climbing mountains, it's snowboarding, it's I don't know, running marathons. I'm making all this stuff up, right? Like I'm a knitter, right? I don't know. Whatever people do. It's art, it's musicians. Play to what your activities are, what your likes are, what your strengths are. Your people are attracted to you, and you do a nice kind of just random mix of all of that. That's what makes it interesting. People are seeing that you're into music, right? People are seeing you out there in the real world. People are seeing that you're in real estate, and people are seeing what your interests are. This is how you create that like-mindedness, and that's how you create engagement. When it comes to the real estate content. Again, we can have the little just sold messages, the just listed messages, the posting a open house message. However, those should just be kind of scattered throughout. One of the strengths, okay, that if you guys follow who's out there and people that are doing things a lot online, look at the types of videos and the types of posts they are doing, right? What's effective is being a community expert, being community specific. So doing things that are interesting and helpful for someone that lives there, someone looking to move into the area, right? So think about that. What are like the top restaurants in the area? What's going on with the major schools in the area? The favorite local coffee shops, the best parks, the things, best things to do with kids, activities happening, community things happening, what's new and coming into the area, business resources, all sorts of stuff like that. That's helpful. That's interesting. Think about that. If you were going to be relocated or if you're going to be looking for a new home for whatever reason, what would you be looking for? What's interesting to you? Share stuff like that. Be the real estate community expert, the resource expert and advisory that people would want to go to. And I don't care if you have 0 followers today, that's not the point. Start creating this kind of information. It will compound over time. Okay. Doing even things that are more interesting, like here's what $1.5 million gets you in XYZ area, right? Here's what whatever gets you in XYZ area. Still showcase just show the activity that you're in real estate, right? Take a quick video when you're doing tours and showings. Take a quick video or post when you just list a new property, when you just had a new sale, when you have client testimonials, client events. All of these things are so impactful and can give you ideas of, well, what do I do with these real estate posts? Do a whole mixed bag of stuff like that. Keep it simple, right? It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't be rocket science. Um, Cleaning up your profile. This is a big one too. A lot of us have just like junk, or again, you've got the 18 random posts done by some third party company that just say just listed, just listed, just listed, just listed. Clean up your profile. Again, if it's not what you want to portray yourself as a professional, get rid of it, right? Meaning, if we're sitting there holding two cocktails, right? And we're like at raves every other weekend at a phase in our life. Do you want your, whatever matters to you, okay? Because I look at what do I want my clients to see? What shows that I'm professional? What would attract people to do business with me? So if I'm doing something where had a million cuss words in like a really negative way, right? Like again, to each their own, doesn't matter. I've got, 1,000 pics of being online and bikini shots. What's going to attract the consumer? What's going to help families, people want to do business with you, and most importantly, view you as a professional? Have all the real life stuff. Even politics. I am all about our beliefs and opinions. Just there's tasteful ways to do things, if that makes sense. There shouldn't be anything negative. There shouldn't be like just weird stuff. So go through, clean up your profiles. This is really, really important. Get them set up correctly and then just clean them up. You just simply delete stuff that you're like, oh, I don't know why I was doing posting that when I was 10 years ago, whatever. Go in and remove it. If you got that 18 grid block of that old just listed, just listed, just listed, get rid of them. Leave one of them, right? But get rid of them. Go in and clean up your profiles. Make sure they're a representation of what you want the consumer to see. Okay. And then I would say, just I'll end with this, and then I'm actually going to show screens on a couple things to give you an example when you're following my walkthrough. Keep it simple. I will tell you guys this if you're anything like me. It is extremely powerful. There's a lot of resources out there. There's a ton of resources with AI. There's great studios. There's incredible marketing people and resources. Just ask where you can like pre-plan and record a bunch of professional content ahead of time to be able to use. You can get grease screens, and there's really simple, even just teleprompter apps on our phone, on a tripod. We can do a lot of really easy things, a lot of really cool professional things. Now, I'm going to use me as an example. If you're anything like me, it just hasn't been my strength yet. Should I do it? Probably, right? But that hasn't been a strength of mine. And so for me to go through all that hassle and to like go get in front of a camera and like have someone professionally film me to actually get there to the point of doing that is a lot, right? So I know for me to do it, I just got to be simple. Right? I got to do it basic. I got to be able to just be here in my office, hold up my phone, be in my car after I finish something, hold up my phone, be at a restaurant and take a quick 15-second video, and then I can just put a little blurb on the screen, right? I have to be able to keep it simple, knowing I will do it. And this is the kind of phrase I always do. Just basic action, right? Keeping it basic, keep it simple, keep it consistent on something you will do, will beat out and win formal, fancy, professional every single time. It's just doing it, if that makes sense. So keep it simple, hold up your video. I think people like and relate to that even better. Real world stuff. Now, when we're making what really works in today's world of like really powerful lifestyle videos around our new high-end listings, those need to be professional, right? Just like our professional photography for our properties, when we're making a really great video for our properties, those need to be professionally done. But I'm just talking your real world stuff, doing a quick tour, just met with a client, just had this scenario. You're out at like your favorite local coffee shop or dessert place. Here's what's going on in the community. You're walking down the farmer's market, just you're sitting there in your phone, in your house, outside a property. It doesn't matter. Just put up your phone and make a quick video. Keep it real, keep it light, do things that you will do without overthinking them, and just keep it consistent. That works, right? So, again, just keeping consistent action works every single time. Now, with that said, that's how I, just using myself as an example, 4 or 5 years ago, did not exist on social media. Okay. I just was one of those people. Probably left a lot of stuff on the table back then. I wish I had started sooner. Okay. And so my biggest advice to you, if you go look at me, you're going to see I'm not fancy. There's nothing formal about what I do, but I had someone give me this basic advice, okay, just a few years ago. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Now I've got enough footprint where no matter where you look me up and where you find me, you're going to go, oh, this girl's in business. Oh, I can learn about her and her real life. They're able to see what I do. They're able to see why I'm here. They're able to also maybe relate to me, well, what might be interesting to them. And I get quite a bit of business and exposure now through online. And that happened, even just in a matter of less than a year of just creating this. It did create me a bunch of business overnight. No, I wasn't even exposing myself online. And also, anyone looking me up had no resume to look for me. Okay. But in a short matter of a few years, and if you go look at my profiles again, you'll see there's nothing fancy. It's not that cool. I don't have some significant following, but it's still pretty significant compared to everyone else that doesn't have anything. And that can be built very, very quickly, all for free, doing very minimal foundational things. So I'm going to share screens really quick and kind of just walk through the basics of what I'm talking about, and then we'll wrap here. So when I pull up my screen, just to give you a visual on my profiles, right? So if I was to go look myself up on Facebook, again, all the same headshot, everything's there. You can see that I'm in real estate. You go to my Instagram, same headshot, everything's there. I've got a really simple bio. You can see what my background is. You can see nothing's fancy about what I'm doing. It's a whole mixed bag of work and real life and different things and work and all the mixed stuff. Again, I'm just gonna use this as an example. Imagine if I just had 20 of these. Nobody cares, right? No one wants to see that. They want to see real life, real world. Again, there's not one thing on here. People also want to see your face. I was told that very, very importantly because this is your brand. So you'll see my face on here. Every single video you'll see is very basic, very simple. It's me literally holding up my phone. I'm at the airport. I'm in my office. I'm in my house, just talking about something simple about real estate or what's going on or what's happening. That's what matters to people. Okay. My LinkedIn profile, again, same profile, very simple. If you went into my about, which I'm not going to pull it up right now, you could, it's going to be go review people's stuff, go take from what they're doing, right? Go see what's posted. If I go over here to YouTube, I'm going to use it as an example. You need to have a banner, right? I have a professional present. There doesn't mean much on here. There used to only be one video. Okay. Now over time, I probably have, I don't know, 50 videos. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. You can make a simple thumbnail on Canva. Okay. Our VAs, my VA actually does all this for me in minutes. This one doesn't even have one. I don't care. Like they didn't used to. Again, the whole point is that there's presence there. This is evergreen material. I have a profile. It shows me professionally. If anyone was to look me up, and here's the cool thing, everything I create that I'm just already doing, I'll throw it on here, right? I'm already making these short or long form videos. I'm already doing them anyway, so I'll just add them also to YouTube. This is evergreen content. I have people now that will call me that'll say, I found you. Maybe they saw something I did or saw something else I posted. People just go down the rabbit hole of online and then all of a sudden they found your YouTube page or all of a sudden they found your Instagram page and they'll go, yeah, I watched these videos. I want to talk to you about doing business with you. And so that's what we would like to have happen organically, but there needs to be something there, right? And again, this didn't happen overnight. I created this banner, I added my headshot, and I had one video on here and then just slowly over time. Okay. I'm not sitting here going, is this going to create leads for me? I want to show that I am relevant. I want to show that I have a presence online. I'm in business. And that's what's important about these. This is called modern day marketing. Will it create business with us? Is there lots of stuff out there in the world that can show you how to really take all your content to the next level to create business? 100%. I'm showing you how to have like the basics built out, very, very easy, very, very simple. But that's just kind of going over the, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Yes, set up your Google My Business. I keep from all of my social media profiles, everything's the same. So whether I'm posting about real estate and work, whether I'm posting about my life, whether I'm posting about my thing, it's just all the same across all social media platforms. Google My Business and LinkedIn, I only do the business stuff. So I won't post about like personal stuff or with my kid or vacation, things of that nature. I don't do stuff like that. Anything that's real estate related, my real estate business, the community, things to do in the community, where to go eat in the community, those things are all business related. That I do universally on all of them, but that's specifically what goes on my LinkedIn and my Google My Business. Don't put anything personal. That's just me, okay? And that's how I was taught to do it. Another example, your major search engines. This is really easy. This doesn't take long to do, right? You can spend an hour and like clean up all these profiles and get them set up. Spend another 30 minutes just getting the foundation set once. Okay. So your top search platforms, which is Zillow.com, Homes.com, Realtor.com, and Redfin.com. Okay. This is where the consumer goes to find properties. This is all free. Just make sure you have a profile that shows you and that you're on there, right? Right now, you're just blank across all of these if you've never touched them. So log in. I have a worksheet that shows you what link to go to get to your agent profile and actually where to go through the steps of, getting to your account and your agent profile and updating the info. But I have them up here just to kind of show you. Let's see if I have it. So for example, here's my Zillow profile, right? Really simple. If I didn't update it though, and I didn't have a bio and I didn't have my headshot, and yes, you can claim all of your sales, all this stuff is here. If I didn't have like the areas I work, this would just be blank. Okay. This is where the consumers are. We at least need to update ourselves. What do I have next here? Homes.com, same thing. If I didn't have my background, my experience, what I do, this would be blank. Realtor.com, right? Same thing. If I didn't have my same headshot, my bio, my specialties, where I work, all this stuff, this is where consumers go. This would be blank. Okay. Of course, adding testimonials and all those kinds of things is going to be more powerful. Even Redfin, right? There's different things with Redfin and being like a Redfin partner agent, whatever. It's still a major hub out there for consumers. Update your profile. That's free. It's all free. It's all relevant. Now you're relevant online. You spend 30 minutes and just update the same information across the board on all of those or have your assistant do it. Now you're online. I would start there. So if that helps, I just shared all of those. I don't know how long this recording is, but I just want to kind of share with you like the 101 guidelines. So if you're an agent, watch this video, go through my document that kind of walks through this exact thing line by line, spend an hour or so, get everything cleaned up, get everything set up, looking universal. Here's the cool thing, get yourself on those 4 online major search engines. Do it once, it's always there. Once that foundation is laid, you're done. Okay. And then it's just that kind of rule of, okay, just consistently putting some information out there. If you just did one thing, no, I'm just using basic stuff, right? I do a lot more today than I used to in the beginning. If you just started adding something once a week, I understand it's not going to change the world or do much in 2 weeks from now, but you do one a week. Guess what? In 12 weeks, when someone goes to your profile, that already fills up the page on their phone, on their computer. You've got a foundation now. That's all. It's Michelle's relevant, right? Michelle's online. Michelle's on Facebook. Michelle's on Instagram. Michelle knows how to market. She's not a Blake generic, someone who doesn't know how to leverage today's modern marketing world and exposure. So I hope this is helpful, especially sharing from someone like me. Again, there's so much great training content out there from the experts of the marketing in the online world. I'm just sharing from my view to you as someone in my position. This is like basics 101. So thankful that I was taught this a few years ago and I was able to kind of go and clean up what I just didn't know. And since then, I've been able to just kind of increase that following, that exposure. I get business from my online exposure all the time. And people, they will go look you up. Your consumers will look you up. So again, help us is helpful. You guys know where to find me with questions. This document should kind of give you play by play what to walk through to get all the foundation set up. If I could find my stop record button.